The Senate Majority Bloc has conducted the caucus early this afternoon. Among the agenda taken up was the ethics complaint filed by Senator Richard Gordon against Senator Antonio Trillanes IV. Senator Gordon says around 14 senators have signified their support to the complaint.
I have the support of more than 10, more than 12, more than 14.
The ethics complaint stems from the heated argument between the two senators during last week's billion-peso Shabu shipment probe by the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Senate President Aquilino Coco Pimentel assures a fair treatment on the complaint.
Babasahin po natin yun at saka hintayin natin yung investigation ng committee at saka recommendation ng committee. Basta it will be processed normally just like any other complaint.
Senate Committee on Ethics Chair Senator Vicente Soto III says the complaint will be brought to the floor for discussion by next week along with other pending cases.
Agenda yung lahat, pati yung pending mga complaints kasi we really have to decide also on what to do with the complaints against Senator De Lima. Nahinto kami because she was arrested.
Meanwhile, Senator Trillanes confirms he is ready to face the complaint.
Alam nyo, naiinip na nga ako eh. Sabi niya, akala ko first thing in the morning. So, ngayon, inaantay ko lang yan. Pagka dumating yan, di haharapin ko yan. And I will not let it be a distraction dito sa bigger issue na itong si Paulo Duterte at si Mans Carpio ay nai-involve dito sa Shabu shipment na ito at sa smuggling sa customs.
Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News.
Isiniwalat ng Coalition for Investigation and Prosecution ang ilang detalye hinggil sa mga ghost projects umano ni Senador Antonio Trillanes IV sa ilalim ng Disbursement Acceleration Program o DAP noong nakaraang administrasyon. May ulat si Joy Gumatay.
Si Trillanes, ang dami hong ghost project niyan nakita namin. Walang biro.
Yan ang binunyag ng Coalition for Investigation and Prosecution sa patuloy na investigasyon kaugnay ng Disbursement Acceleration Program o DAP system ng Aquino Administration. Sa pangunguna ng dating politiko na si Greco Belgica, napag-alaman ng kampo na aabot sa higit kumulang 245 million pesos ang naibulsa ni Trillanes sa pamamagitan ng kanyang mga ghost projects.
Unlike other legislators, yung bang buuan malakihan, siya barya-barya. So, ikinakalat niya sa buong Pilipinas. 1 million, 2 million, meron pa siya binibigyan ng 500,000.
Kabilang sa sinasabing barya-baryang proyekto ni Trillanes ay ang pagtatayo ng lamppost sa mga pangunahing kalsada sa ilang lungsod at probinsya sa bansa na hindi naman nag-materialize kahit pa pirmado na ang dokumento ng budget release. Hindi na gaanong dinetalya ni Belgica ang mga natuklasan nilang PDAF-like practices ni Trillanes dahil gusto ng koalisyon na ang Department of Justice na mismo ang magsiwalat ng katotohanan sa oras na simulan ang preliminary investigation kaugnay nito. Si Senador Trillanes ay isa lamang sa mga mambabatas na sangkot sa reklamong inihain laban sa mga piling politiko ng Administrasyong Aquino kaugnay ng higit kumulang 2.6 billion pesos discrepancy sa DAP budget na ipinamudmod sa nagdaang Kongreso.
Precisely because they use this money to bribe senators and congressmen to impeach the former Chief Justice Renato Corona for many reasons na kumontra sa kanilang mga inilalatag na desisyon.
At habang hinihintay ang mga susunod na aksyon ng DOJ, hinikayat ni Belgica ang mga practicing lawyers sa bansa na makibahagi sa investigasyon na isinasagawa ng coalition kaugnay ng unconstitutional practices ng Aquino Administration. Joy Gumatay, para sa Bayan.
Senate during a hearing into the multi-billion peso drug shipment from China. Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman Dick Gordon and Senator Sonny Trillanes clashed over a motion to invite presidential son Davao City Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte and presidential son-in-law Manasseh Manscarpio to the probe.
I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Mr. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation.
You may do so.
I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Mr. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation.
You may do so. You may do so. You may do so.
Bakit suddenly masyadong jittery or binabadger na yung nagsasabi?
Are you accusing the chair or Senator Soto that we're badgering the witnesses?
Well, if you feel alluded to, then that's
No, you
that's
better.
not my
You know,
problem.
you're so fond of making names here.
Well,
Like making general statements.
okay. Well,
So
ganito
if
yan.
you want to make general statements, you better prove it.
Oh, to, Mr.
This
Chairman.
is the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines.
Mr. Chairman.
This is not a cockpit of chismis. We are here investigating real things.
Yes,
Huwag ka
definitely.
nagdadaldal dito na hindi mo
Okay.
nalalaman.
Mr. Chairman,
You're
gusto ko
out
lang...
of order. Session is suspended.
Gordon raised objections to the point stressed by Trillanes and warned him about his alleged misbehavior, even threatening to file a complaint before the Ethics Committee. Well, let's try to make sense of it all and let's balance things out. We were speaking to Senator Trillanes just a while ago. Let's go beyond, above and beyond the headlines now with Senator Dick Gordon. He's joining us from the Senate. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Newsnight.
Good evening, Pia.
Sir, before anything else, lumamig na po ba ang ulo ninyo?
Bakit? Mainit ba ulo ko?
Hindi pala kanina, hindi pa yun mainit ang ulo. Okay. Well, Senator, let's begin with this. Will you pursue that ethics...
I'm like that. I really am like that.
Yes, yes. Well, Senator, will you pursue that ethics
Now,
complaint
let me just correct Pia.
Yeah.
Pia, ang sabi mo, I denied it. You look at the... Tinuloy nyo, and you heard it. You said, you may do so.
I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Mr. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation.
You may do so.
I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Mr. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation.
You may do so.
I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Mr. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation.
You may do so. You may do so.
Ibig sabihin, papayagan ko na tawagin mo si Duterte at saka si Mons. Oh, where did you get the idea that I was against calling them?
Okay. So you said...
From Trillanes, right? Because he's trying to make it appear that we clashed because I wanted to prevent. That is not the issue there. He first went against Mr. Soto, whom he said was lawyering for another witness, no? And at the same time, he started saying we're badgering the witness. So that ticked me off because that is very unparliamentary, and you could be held for unparliamentary language and an ethics case.
Yes.
So,
well, Senator,
first, nagsisinungaling siya na sinasabi niya na hindi ko pinayagan. Ayan o, babasahin ko. Ayan o. Ang sabi niya.
Transcript.
Sa yun ang sa akin dito. I will turn this into a motion, Mr. Chairman. I move that the committee invite Attorney Manscarpio and Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte to the investigation. And you can replay that again. The chairman, me, you may do so. Oh, did I say no?
Okay. So perhaps...
So it's a lie.
Yeah, perhaps
That
Senator
is the way he
Trillanes-
operates.
Perhaps he didn't quite hear you. But anyway, well, so Senator Gordon, because of that, because of
Well,
that
he
exchange...
wants only to hear what he wants to hear.
Okay, so because of that exchange and because of what happened after that exchange, you will pursue that ethics complaint against him?
Yes, obviously, yes. I don't make idle threats. He
Okay.
apologized the first time. That is why I did not file an ethics case against him. when Senator De Lima walked out, when his witness at Bato-Bato was removed by him. He was accusing everybody, and then he removes the witness Bato-Bato, and he never brings them back. After we were about to have a confrontation between the Davao Police and Mr. Bato-Bato. And then he starts calling the Senate names, that were cowards, that were lapdogs, and everything. That is unparliamentary conduct. And then he says that the Senate is inutil, practically. And to my mind, he's gone overboard. And I think that it's about time. Otherwise, you know, he almost had a fight with Senator Zubiri. No?
Okay.
So I think it's about time that he be disciplined.
Senator Gordon, there were questions that came in from through social media, Twitter and Facebook, no, and at least 3 of them asking you, and I guess this has already been answered because you said, like you said, you read that transcript and everybody heard you saying you may do so. You know, people saying, why don't you just, in so many words, why don't you just invite Duterte, Paulo Duterte and Mans Carpio? So now you're saying, sir, the committee can now invite them. You're going to send out summons. Ganun po ba?
Yes.
Ganun po ba mangyari?
Yes, it's there. No, we don't have to advise summons. We subpoena somebody if he doesn't want to come. If he wants to come. To my mind, you know, you cannot take just any evidence unless you have, the goods on them. Right now, he was saying, Mr. Lacson referred to them. Now, let me ask you, in the many things that Mr. Lacson said, now he has to prove it. So, when they asked me to call them, I would like to get an affidavit saying, this is my proof that this guy did it, so we can work on something. We are not on a fishing expedition. The Senate is not, an idle entity that can go anywhere it wants to. It is canalized by bounds that respect due process and that respects the rights of every citizen. Now, otro cosa, sabihin nila Duterte, I'm not going to go, otro cosa yan, if there is proof. Now, pangalawa, if Mr. Duterte, Paulo, wants to come over, he can come over.
Okay.
That's their privilege. That's their right. Then they can open themselves to investigation if they want to.
All right. So, Senator, that's been cleared up by you. They can be invited.
It's always been clear.
Yeah. Okay. So, Senator, just one last question, a brief question.
It's always been clear.
A brief question, sir, hopefully a brief response. Same question I asked Senator Trillanes. You know, you have your fans and you also have people who don't agree with you. Sabi nga, may Team Dick, may Team Sunny. A brief message to them, sir.
Get your lucid interval back into shape.
So that's a message for Sunny Trillanes. Pero para po sa yung mga sumusuporta po para sa inyo at yung mga hindi sumusuporta sa inyo, the general public.
It's not a matter of support. I am trying to help the public appreciate a Senate investigation. You cannot be a roving commission that can attack anybody that you please. Otherwise, there will be no respect for the Senate. Wala na magre-respeto sa Senado. Sabihin nila, baril kayo ng baril, kaya wala nangyayari. Di ba na sinasabi nila, wala nangyayari. Ngayon may nangyayari. Siyam na yung papailan ng kaso ng NBI. O, lahat na nandyan. So, ito, ang hinahabol niya ngayon, ito, unang-una, huwag natin tanggalin ang focus sa drugs. Yan ang talagang inimbestiga. Ako nagbukas nan eh.
Yes.
Yung drugs eh.
Okay.
Napakalaki. And that's what we're running after now.
All right.
Now, we're being, diverted. And that's what I don't like. And if they want to do that, they can do so because we'll continue with the hearing on the privilege speech of Senator Lacson.
Senator Dick Gordon, thank you very much, sir, for your time tonight.
Thank you.
Complaint that you said you will file against Senator Trillanes.
Yes, Senator is supposed to act in the most cordial and most gentlemanly manner. That's why we call each other the gentleman. And the rules of the Senator are very clear. I see here. Acts and language which offend a senator or any public institution like the Senate. Right? And he has done that consistently. I already forgave him the first time. He even came to my office and apologized. Then he did it to Mr. Zubiri. And then he was trying to do it to Cayetano. He was shutting off the microphone. Sa akin, from the very beginning, dapat kinetics na yan eh. Nawiwili. Pagka hindi nakatagal doon sa nangyayari doon sa kuku. Tinatawad. Onda doon sa Senado. Tinatawag na naman, ako na naman. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun palagi.
So you will file it when a complaint?
I'm preparing it today.
He apologizes again.
No way. No time for talking, sabi nga ni Juan, is over.
Sir, what disciplinary action would you want?
Eh? I'll leave it to the Senate.
But he will still be allowed to attend your hearing.
It's not my hearing, it's a public hearing.
Still welcome to attend.
I will not put it that way. If he behaves himself, he will be welcome. Tell me, before you judge me, he was the first one for the last 2 hearings. O sige, magtanong ka. Lahat ng hiningi niya, binigay ko. Ang haba-haba ng tanong niya. Tapos, nakaka-insulto pa. Pag natapos magtanong, lalayas. Eh, hindi ka nun. Hindi ka nun na senador. Kung ikaw interesado, umupo ka at makinig ka hanggang matapos.